Hey everyone, it's Fitzy, back again with another pro parent tip for you. This time we're going to be talking about how to make sure your kid's bike is really safe and ready to ride. Okay, so you're ready to go out for a ride with your kid, and the truth is, they've been riding their bike a lot lately, and the bike is, maybe not as safe as it could be. Well, let's check it out. I'm going to show you 5 quick tips that you can do before you go out and go for a ride with your kid that's super simple and make sure that at least the safety basics are covered. Okay, first, I always start at the front of the bike. So we're going to go to the front wheel. Number 1, front wheel. I'm going to take my hand, put it on the front wheel, and I'm going to rock it back and forth. And make sure it's not loose. Nope, nice and tight. I'm also going to push on the tire and make sure there's enough air in the tire there. Feeling good. Okay, then I'm going to come and stand over the bike. I'm going to put my front wheel between my legs, and I'm going to twist the handlebars. Not super hard, but pretty firm. I'm going to make sure these handlebars aren't going anywhere. So your little buddy hits a pothole, and the handlebars stay right where they should. Nice and tight. Okay, so I'm coming back and moving again front to back. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the crank. This is called your crank. This arm right here is your crank arm, and then your pedal attaches here. And I'm going to grab one crank arm and the other one, and I'm going to rock them back and forth. Make sure, well, that's not the bike rattling, that's the cabinet door. I'm going to rock the cranks and they feel nice and tight. They're not loose. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the back of the bike, and I'm going to do the same thing with the back wheel that I did with the front wheel. So I'm going to put my hand on here, I'm going to rock it back and forth. Again, this is the motion, back and forth, nice and tight. There's no looseness there. While I'm here, I'm going to push on the tire. Awesome, a lot of tire pressure. And then the last thing is the old chain lube. So we've got some Pedro's Go Lube here. This stuff is great, it's biodegradable. It's actually a non-petroleum based chain lube. And yep, Braden's chain is pretty dry. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the chain lube and I'm going to turn it upside down on the back of the chain here. And as it's dripping, I'm going to back pedal the pedals. So I'm squeezing the bottle, chain lube is dripping out, and I'm just backpedaling the chain here. Okay, so if you want to be really pro, you could run through all the gears now. You could shift the bike and pedal it and make sure chain lube gets dispersed on all the gears. You could take a rag and you could wipe off the excess chain lube. Sometimes I'll just cup it like this and then run the chain through it. But you know what? Sometimes you're just busy and you need to get going. It's time to ride. So if you just drip some chain lube on there and head out, that's fine. Don't stress out about doing it perfectly. Just get a little chain lube on there. Your little buddy will have a much better ride, and you guys will all have way more fun. So that's it. That's your 5 tips to make sure that your kid's bike is safe, ready to ride. Super simple. Remember again, it's front wheel and tire pressure. It's handlebars, nice and tight. It's crank arm, not loose. It's back wheel, nice and tight. Tire pressure is good. And then lube up the chain. All right, go hit it. Go out and ride.